Yeah, how you doing? My name is Little Charlie. Yo, I've been a video gamer since I was 4 or 5 years old. The first video game that I ever played was fucking Mario Paint with my sister, Trisha Probst. Also, I've been through a lot since I was 2 years old all the way to now. I have this lady, her name is Kathleen Baker. She was over on a house at 63 White Street, sitting in a chair with long brown curly hair. You could see the picture. I made a picture of her looking like Mario from Mario Brothers. Obviously it's not Luigi, but pretty much close enough. Also, she told me to come out to Cajoles because she had a whole bunch of people that were going to hurt her or harm her. And so I would do anything what a man would do, and I did what I had to do. I got to know everybody, and the minute that I got to this house, which I didn't know she was going to be there, there was three people there, and they were standing in front of her after she was being held hostage or being held hostage. I ended up walking because I don't know who else was around, and there was a possibility that somebody had a gun or a knife or something like that. And at the same time, I was with my ex-fiancée called Sabrina Bennett. Me and her got into an altercation, and I ended up fucking grabbing her by the throat and pushing her back because she cheated on me 3 times with this guy Zach, which his parents live over on River Street in Cajoles, right at the corner across the street from the first auto place. And then there was this dude Mark that lived over in Delmar in those common complexes, and then she messed with this guy named Charlie Murphy, a bald guy, heavy-set dude or whatever, and I don't ever want her back. I took a bitch punch in my face for her, knowing I didn't see it coming over at the Black Cat Bar. They served me, they're supposed to serve me a pitcher of beer. Instead, they served me a bucket of ice with beer that was filled with half piss and half urine. I went back like 3-4 months ago, later actually, and confronted this big tall guy and got bitch cracked in my face for standing up for myself. I'm a retired man. I'm happy. At the same time, I love this chick, Kathleen Baker, a lot. I've been through a lot, you know, my dad tied me to a chair a long time ago, a lot of abuse and stuff, as well as my mother, which is Patty Probst, which is Patty Sawyer. She's never been a part of my life at all, and don't give a shit, because all she cares about is alimony, and fucking child support and child support. My sister, which is Trisha Probst, which is Melanie Prince, She don't like to lose. She don't like to lose. And a long time ago, my sister got sexually abused by my mom's boyfriend. And me and my sister had a problem a long time ago. I was probably about 10, 12 years old. Touched her on the skirt, which I don't understand why. You know, in your puberty and stuff, and you got the hormones going. I just can't really explain it. But I did tell my father about it. And at the same time, I got this probation officer named Peter Rizzuto and a whole bunch of these state troopers and police that I've told over and over again, including these detectives, that I never did anything to Kathleen Baker. We were together. We had some fucking cool time, sexual fun like crazy, and I love her a lot, and I did what I had to do. She made me look like a fool and lied to me. Taking her to federal court and sue her for her house, her new car, and whatever else that she owns, except for a red shoe that I got her for Christmas, as well as because I loved her. And she has caused me a lot of problems, and I still love her and everything, and I explain this to people over and over again. She was right for me. Everything was good. And in fact, you know, I couldn't complain. I did complain about her privates because they were right for me, but at the same time, this guy named Timmy Guba showed over at the house at 6 Chapman Drive in Guilderland, which is across the street from cross gates. And when you look up online, the house comes up as 4 Chapman Drive. But the house has a white garage with blue shutters, like around the windows and all that. And in fact, I love her a lot and everything. And she has a neighbor, this girl, that lives next door, which is closer to where you can go to Cross Gates, where they had the McDonald's and the little cemetery there. I love. I met her one time, and she's a really nice lady. Blonde hair, and you know, I did everything I had to do. And she said there was a whole bunch of people that were going to hurt her and harm her in Gilderland. I mean, not in Gilderland, out in Cohoes. So I came out here and I did whatever I had to do, and the whole thing was a bunch of crap. And in fact, we have this guy named Mark Hilton and Cassandra Criscone, which lives in my basement of the place I live in. And he's a bully. He's bullied this guy named Ezra. He plays on my basketball team. I've been playing on this basketball team called the Devil Dogs for a long time, and I respected this this team for a long time. And you know, we have a lot of fun together and stuff, and we're all good basketball players. I ain't gonna say we're the best, but we're the best because, you know, that's what you think. And I got stabbed a long time ago on October 11th, 2002, or November 11th, 2002, for nothing. I was walking home, minding my business, and some white black kid or whatever fucking, you know, was a pussy bitch, and you know, fucking did some shit and all that. And so the thing about it is, there's this guy named Tom Sawyer and Diane Sawyer that moved to North Lake, which is in Albany and all that, in this house that's by the pizza shop by West Street. He's got long brown hair, glasses, skinny, and his wife or whatever is a prostitute or something like that. She's got brown hair, wears glasses, and wears like these spandex pants. So that's another theory. And the other thing is like I said, I called the government a while ago and said I wanted $4 trillion, and I got early retirement and all that. And because of this chick, Kathleen Baker, that I slash Kathleen Jankowski, that I love, in fact, told these people that I loved her and that, you know, we were together, and that, you know, I did whatever I had to do, and they didn't want to believe me and stuff like that. So I filled out a federal court claim against her, and I love her a lot and everything, and she doesn't listen or understand this whole thing, and something happened, I don't know, it seems. And the thing about it is why I think that is because she was acting like she's being held hostage or whatever. And my brother, which is my stepbrother, his name is Joseph Foy, you know, and he works at the Prime Complex across the street from the New Cumberland Farms and Coles by 112th Street. Also, he would come over, stay like 3, 4, 5 minutes, and leave. Acted really weird. I started hearing things about it. Supposedly he told people that I wanted this lady, Kathleen Baker Jankowski, was the same person, and my ex-fiancée, Sabrina Bennett, murdered. I never did. I don't want my ex-fiancée back, but I did take a bitch punch that I didn't see coming at the Black Cat Bar in Coles. Also, there's this April Adamu that has this Detective Mike Green. He has said that supposedly I'm slandering this April Adamu, and I'm not in any way of doing any of that. And she told me that her and her boyfriend broke up, and I believed her. And then one day I was traveling on White Street and saw them back together, and confronted him and her, and didn't get a chance to say shit. And me and him got into a big fight. He grabbed me up on my Adam's apple, and then I almost snapped his head off his shoulders. And pretty much after that, you know, I don't hang out. And then pretty much I went back there one day, and he tried to push me down the steps. Because I was going to see this guy named Larry and Jean, which is his wife, Jeannie or whatever, that lives on the 3rd floor. Now, we also have this Lee Merritt that was messing with this 17-year-old black kid named Ja. I don't know if anybody knows who he is. He's a short, skinny kid or whatever, which is not right. I'm not into pedophiles. I don't mess with children that are underage. I like older women, and I like transgenders. I have had 4 boyfriends in my life or whatever, and that's that. I do cross-dress, and I am a bi-male. And then at a time, a lot of people are pissed off because I get my stuff paid for. I get my food stamps, I get my cash, cigarettes, etc., etc. Plus, I got retirement and stuff, which I'm happy. And at the same time, I got a whole bunch of people think I'm a pussy bitch or a bum or whatever. Just not. I've been through a lot in my life. Sorry, I mean, a lot of other people just can't compare to shit I've been through. And not even just that, but I was at my family's house, and you know, I woke up one morning in my area where privates were wet, and I tried to tell people about it, but no one would say anything to me, like they didn't give a shit. So this is my last video on this, because I'm going to prison or jail, and for something that I obviously didn't do to this lady or whatever, Kathleen Jankowski Baker, which is the same lady, and I love her, like I said, and that's that. And you know, like I said, I smashed most of my shit, smashed the rest of this shit, and I'm always going to be able to get it back, because I got money and shit, and, you know, whatever, and I really care about this lady a lot more, but she, you know, I'm going to tell you why I care about her. I care about her for who she is, and I care about her body. I care about everything about her. I couldn't tell you one thing I didn't. But because of all this situation, it's a bad situation. So, like I said, wear a condom, and don't ever motherfucking try to have any motherfucking kids popping out if you don't want them. Me, I don't ever want no kids, and that's another reason why I love this lady a lot. Because she can't have kids, and she even told me. And, like I said, this Timmy Gooba guy, he's a tall dude, he's got black hair, bald, he's got a prosthetic leg. I heard he got hit by a car when he was a kid or something, and that sucks. And he just doesn't understand how much love I have for him, and I think he put her up to some bad shit by saying that I was raping her or something, which I never fucking did. And that's that.